Before the city stirs, in the stillness of dawn, the past waits to be pieced back together. Today's investigators aren't just trained in tactics, they're trained in time. With every headset powered on, they enter a world beyond memory, where reality and simulation merge, and the truth begins to take shape. Every detail reconstructed, every moment relived. Now imagine standing in an active shooter situation, but it's only a simulation. This is more than training. This is the Virtual Reality Reconstructionist. Welcome to the Virtual Reality Reconstructionist, where we explore cutting-edge training, truth, and technology in modern law enforcement. I'm your host, 𝗥𝗲𝗯𝘂𝗶𝗶, and today we're digging deep into one of the most game-changing tools on the scene, virtual and augmented reality in police training. Whether you're a training officer, a department leader, or someone who believes in the power of preparation, this episode is for you. Stay tuned. Later in this show, we'll tell you how RRR Investigations can help you get started with your own VR/AR training system and revolutionize the department's readiness. Let's start by asking some simple questions. What if you could train for the worst days of your career in the safest way possible? That's the promise of virtual reality and augmented reality, or as we'll call them today, VR and AR. VR takes an officer from the real world and places them in a fully immersive digital environment. Picture this. You're no longer sitting in a classroom. Instead, you're walking into a simulated domestic disturbance, where every choice you make, every movement, every word impacts the outcome. It's intense, it's lifelike, and it's completely controlled. AR, on the other hand, enhances your real-world surroundings by layering digital information on top. Think about using smart glasses during a patrol and having a suspect's profile, outstanding warrant, or building a floor plan that appears in the field of view in real time. AR keeps you grounded in reality, but adds powerful intel to your environment. So why does this matter? Why should departments across the country invest in VR and AR? Because traditionally, training isn't cutting it. Today, law enforcement is under more scrutiny, pressure, and demand for smart, community-conscious policing than ever before. VR and AR give us a new path, a safer, more effective, and cost-efficient way to prepare officers. Now, let's look at some key benefits here. You got realistic decision-making under pressure opportunities, safe practice for dangerous situations that we didn't have before, de-escalation and communication scenarios, reduce cost over time, the travel, less gear, less setup, it's there at home. And we can reinforce trust through role-playing training. Officers don't just memorize policies, they experience consequences in a virtual space, building muscle memory that sticks. And they can do it repeatedly until it becomes second nature. This episode is brought to you by RRR Investigations, where innovation meets integrity. At TRI, we don't just investigate incidents, we help prevent them, from customized VR training consultations to helping your department build the infrastructure for AR simulations. We're committed to helping your agency prepare their officers for the challenges of today and tomorrow. Visit RRRinvestigations.com to schedule a free consultation and download your Getting Started with VR/AR guide. Your future training program starts with a single step. Let's take it together with TRI. It isn't technology, it's assessment. Ask yourself and your officers, what do we struggle with? What are our blind spots? Do your officers freeze in high-pressure situations? Are de-escalation tactics underused? Are community encounters strained? VR and AR training can help, but only if you identify the right problem first. If your idea of an officer is a stern face and a badge, you need to hear this. Interview your officers who speak from the heart. These are the stories you don't see on TV, real, raw, and unfiltered. Meet Sarah, who finds joy in helping her community, and James, who shares how he handles the pressures of the job. They're not just officers, they're people like you and me facing challenges and triumphs every day. So, interview these officers and get a new perspective on training needs. Ready? Let's go. Training types ideal for VR and AR include, but not limited to, active shooter response, crisis negotiation and de-escalation techniques, tactical team coordination, community outreach, role-playing, ethics and bias awareness module. So what kind of gear are we talking about here? We've got 3 tiers to choose from. First is standalone systems, like the Oculus Quest 2 or the new Quest 3. No PC required, portable, and easy to use. Tethered systems, like HTC Vive Pro, more powerful, better fidelity, but requires a computer. Mobile AR solutions, using smartphones or tablets for overlays and basic simulation. Pair your hardware and software that suits your needs. Look for realistic modules, police-specific, immersive, and adaptable. And don't forget, layout matters. A good VR training space needs room to move, defined safe zones, and fast internet to stay connected. Let's face it, budgets are tight, but if you're serious about upgrading training, money is out there. Look into DOJ and COPS office grants. State-level public safety technology funds are available. Local community partnerships and nonprofits are a big help. Here's a pro tip from here at TRI. Document everything. Training goals need assessments. Equipment cost. When it's time to apply for funding, you already have a rock-solid plan. So you need proof this works? Just ask LAPD. Their VR de-escalation training program to help reduce conflict incidents by 40%. Let's listen to what Lester Holt of NBC Nightline says about their program.
Back now with an NBC News exclusive, the cutting-edge new training tool being employed by police here in Los Angeles, helping officers learn to de-escalate confrontations before they can turn lethal. The LAPD showed us how it works. A warning, some of the images may be disturbing. At first glance, this looks like a video game.
Hey, sir, step back, step back.
Police avatars responding to the W Hotel in the heart of iconic Hollywood Boulevard. On the roof, a man in distress is threatening to jump.
If you can please step down, let's talk. So just have your hands on top of your head.
But these are actually real officers at the Los Angeles Police Academy.
I can take a scenario that I might train one day and put that on Hollywood Boulevard, and then on the next day I can go ahead and say, you know what, we're going to run a very similar scenario, but we're going to put it in Skid Row.
Partnering with 3D animation firm V-Arm to build a motion capture studio in the Academy's gymnasium. Dozens of high-tech cameras and wearable sensors will transport officers and cadets into the next generation of police training.
Got him down, get him down.
The systems that we're installing here actually will monitor the heartbeat, the eye movements, the stress levels of the individual.
Chief of Police Michael Moore sees virtual reality as a game changer, especially for de-escalation training. Does this de-emphasize the gun as the primary tool of effective law enforcement?
1,000%.
It comes at a critical time for policing, with use of force tactics under intense scrutiny. The LAPD reported 37 police shootings last year, up from 27 in 2020. More than half involving individuals experiencing a mental health crisis.
It allows us to, as we look at critical instances and some of their outcomes, to go back and replicate them.
Incidents like this one at the Burlington Coat Factory in North Hollywood, where police fatally shot an assault suspect, but also accidentally killed a teenage girl in a nearby dressing room. It's hard not to think of this training without thinking of what happened at the Burlington Coat Factory shooting. I know that's still under investigation, but it was a complicated problem set. Is that the kind of thing that you might be able to enlighten officers in a new way?
Oh, absolutely. We'll look at every one of our situations where officers resorted to the use of deadly force as an opportunity for us to, what can we learn from this?
What do we do now? Stop the bleeding.
We see VR now as an opportunity to then take that investigation and then model it. We see it absolutely as a means of improving outcomes for instances that resulted in a tragic loss, as the Burlington incident did.
We have 2 cops wear their vests.
A virtual classroom with no boundaries.
What we're trying to point out to officers is You're going to encounter people in crisis, and that worst day doesn't necessarily mean they're going to try to hurt you.
You're doing great.
If you identify that, it might give you an opportunity to communicate with them better.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.
Or even San Diego PD, which uses AR for tactical maneuvers, or Miami-Dade PD, bringing community simulations to the streets with mobile AR. These aren't plans, they're real success stories. Let's look at how the San Antonio Police Department uses the Apex officer system for training.
Potentially life and death training. The San Antonio Police Department has a new way to practice de-escalation and crisis intervention.
That's right. Officers are using a new virtual reality system. A $150,000 grant helped pay for it. Our Daniela Ibarra shows us how it works.
Sir, can you please write down your car?
A high-stress scenario.
Sir, step back, please.
Sir, you need to back up.
Without the risk.
Hey, Jimmy, what's going on? We got a call out here for you. What's up?
San Antonio Police Academy tactics instructor Nathan Sandoval says the Apex officer training system is a new tool.
It is a real-time exchange based off of our training and experience of what officers go through in these types of situations.
SAPD officers control each scenario.
Officer Orange, Officer Blue, do y'all both copy?
This backpack and this headset are what connect the officers from the real world into the virtual world.
Hands on top of your head, sir.
But these two aren't officers.
Okay, so I'm gonna come up behind you really slowly, okay?
Okay.
Okay, pardon, you got this?
They're members of the latest Citizens Police Academy class. Right now, Sandoval says it's the only way everyday people can try this out.
It allows civilians to be able to get a safe yet very immersive exposure to what officers experience out on the street.
Sir, talk to us. Don't take it up. Don't move.
We got to try it out too.
Take your gun and holster it.
Okay, cool. Okay. Our scenario, a hostage situation in an office.
I'm a little nervous.
With the goggles on your head and commands in your ear, it feels like you're really there.
Put down your weapon, that way we can talk about it.
No, we're gonna talk with my weapon in my hand.
Once the scenario is over, you get to watch it all over.
It can be reset, it can be reviewed, it can be critiqued, debriefed, and started all over again.
Sandoval hopes this new training helps officers prepare for the next time they have to de-escalate a tense situation. Daniela Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
These aren't plans, they're real success stories, and your department could be next. Here's the truth. The next generation of policing isn't just about weapons or faster cars. It's about smart training. Training that builds trust, saves lives, and adapts to the communities we serve. What are your department's biggest training challenges? What would a successful simulation look like? What do you need to bring to the table to make this happen? R Investigations is ready to help you answer these questions and build something real, something lasting, something that could save a life. So visit RRInvestigations.com. Follow us on social media. Let's start a conversation. Your future training is one click away. This has been the Virtual Reality Reconstructionist. Until next time, train smart, serve well, and remember, yesterday was the best time to innovate. The second best time is now.